Hello, HES. We are the fifth grade team. I'm Mr. Hart,
I'm Mrs. I'm Mrs. Hoffman.
and today we are going to be reading.
She Persisted by Chelsea Clinton.
It's about 13 American women who changed the world. I hope you enjoy.
Sometimes being a girl isn't easy. At some point, someone will probably tell you no. They will tell you to be quiet and may even tell you your dreams are impossible. Don't listen to them. These 13 American women certainly did not take no for an answer. They persisted. Harriet Tubman was born a slave, and her story could have ended there. Instead, she persisted, escaping from slavery and becoming the most famous conductor on the Underground Railroad. She risked her life many times to lead countless slaves to freedom, including her family, friends, and strangers. Every person she led to freedom arrived safely. I said I should fight for my liberty as long as my strength lasted. Once Helen Keller became blind and deaf as a toddler, few people thought she'd be able to learn to read, write, or speak. But she persisted. Helen learned how to do all three and not only become the first person with deaf blindness to graduate from college, but she used her story to help fight for more opportunities for people with disabilities in the United States and around the world. One could never stop content to creep when one feels an impulse to soar.
Hello, HES. We're going to be reading about two American women. After her family fled poverty and the threat of violence in Ukraine for a new home in New York City, Clara Lemrick got a job working at a garment factory. She wrote that the factory's conditions made women into machines, and so she persisted, organizing picket lines and strikes that ultimately helped win better pay, shorter hours, and safer working conditions for thousands of workers, both women and men. I am one of those who suffers from the abuse described here, and I move that we go on a general strike. Nellie Bly became a reporter in part because a male writer had said that working women were a monstrosity, and she wanted to prove that women could do anything. At times, putting her safety at risk, she persisted throughout her career in exposing real monstrosities, pretending to be a sweatshop worker and a patient in a mental hospital to show how badly people were treated. I have never written a word that did not come from my heart. I never shall.
This next amazing woman, as the first woman to serve as both a U.S. representative and a U.S. senator, Margaret Chase Smith, could have let the fact alone be her legacy. Instead, she persisted in championing women's rights and more opportunities for women in the military, standing up for free speech and supporting space exploration. The head of NASA once noted that he wouldn't have put a man on the moon without Margaret. The right way is not always the popular and easy way. Standing right when it's unpopular is the true test of moral character. Sally Ride always believed women could succeed in any math or science career. Although not everyone agreed, she persisted and she became the first American woman in space. But that wasn't enough for Sally. She traveled into space once more and then created science and engineering programs specifically for girls so she could help generations of young women achieve their dreams too, both on Earth and in outer space. Young girls need to see role models in whatever careers they may choose, just so they can picture themselves doing those jobs someday. You can't be what you can't see. So, if anyone tells you, if anyone ever says your voice isn't important or your dreams are too big, remember these women. They persisted, and so should you.
Thank you, HES, for listening to us read She Persisted. If you want to learn more about these women, check out the books at the HES library and make sure you read She Persisted. Hello, I hope you enjoyed the fifth grade team's reading of She Persisted by Chelsea Clinton, illustrated by Alexandra Boyger. We read this book with permission from Philoma Books. Thank you.